What it is, YouTube? Two Nunu coming at y'all with another reaction video, man. Hey, check me out, right? Welcome to Trauma Tuesday, my nigga. I guess that's why I'm so business like. Hey, I don't work at Red Lobsters, my nigga. But hey, I just came from a funeral. Yeah, it was tough. But one thing in life is so much death this year. I just realized you gotta keep pushing, cause it's gonna be more. You just gotta live life to its fullest, my nigga. But hey, I'm here for a scary trauma ass Tuesday, my nigga. We gonna call it Trauma Tuesdays. We got 3 of these a day. And we gonna see if it's scary. We gonna look at some creepy shit, some stories, and whatever. But whatever's the scariest, send me some more down in the comments down below. Make sure y'all subscribe and like this video for me, and let's get to it. Kinda scared. Turn y'all lights off, by the way. I got my lights off.
I was
No cap.
26 years old, and I was unemployed.
Right.
Feeling unfulfilled by the monotony of a job life, I decided I would try my hand at working from home. So my days and nights comprised me of surfing the internet for any jobs I could get.
Right.
I was a big procrastinator, so more often than not I'd stray away and waste time doing other things.
Right.
One day, I came across talk about the deep web while on Reddit. I felt amused by the people talking about it as if it was something so scary, and decided I'd look into it. It was stupid of me to go on it in the first place, but I made it even sillier by
Hey, he got the same camera as me. Okay. But I'm not like you, my nigga. I don't go on the deep web and Reddit to be bored.
deciding to check it out late at night. It was about 2 a.m. and I came across a website where you could chat with someone anonymously.
Huh?
The person I got was a woman. She was in her early 20s and very pretty. She sat with her head in her hands, looking playful into the webcam while batting her eyes.
You getting baited.
I had no desire to turn my camera on and started our chat, thinking that while I didn't come across anything scary, I could befriend this pretty girl. It sounded like a better deal anyway.
Right.
She told me to turn the camera on, but I ignored that request and tried to get her to talk. She finally did after some prodding, but I noticed how guarded she was. I also noticed how after every message I sent, her eyes would look off camera, either to her side or somewhere behind her computer. After a while, it started getting annoying, so I asked her if someone else was there with her.
I want to see you first.
She said, up until now,
You
I've
getting
been
baited?
chatting while she'd answered my questions verbally. I'm not that curious,
Don't be scared.
she said, laughing, this time looking behind the laptop again and making a face that seemed to indicate she was laughing at my expense, with someone else. This is getting boring. It feels like I'm not just talking to you.
That's because you're not. You're talking to all of us.
Who else is
What
there?
the fuck?
Turn your camera on.
Is this a joke?
Turn it on.
Okay, I'll be leaving now.
Turn on the camera.
Her
Yo.
laughter was almost piercing by now. There was nothing humorous about the situation.
Is she real? Like, I thought she was like you know them niggas that be trying. I thought she was just trying to like turn it on, turn it on, turn it. This some paranormal activity
Yet
type
she
shit.
threw her head back with riotous laughter.
What the fuck?
I'd had enough and moved the cursor over to turn the chat box off when I saw the cursor had jammed.
What the?
The only thing that was working was the chat box, and I still had access to the keyboard.
Turn the camera on, sweetie.
Take
Her
off.
gumdrop filled.
Hell no. Hell no. That shit happened. Pull out every cord. Every single cord, my nigga. You got to. Hell no. Hell no. That's a ghost you talking to.
Voice was louder than before, and I moved my gaze up to see her smiling toothfully at the camera. Her face still beautiful, but the smile completely fake. My computer's crashed. I can't see the screen. Sorry. I lied.
Good
I
lie.
didn't want her to know I had no option
I'm
but
gone.
to chat. Her screen flashed before going blank.
What the fuck?
There was nothing there but a black screen.
What the fuck?
I felt relieved,
No.
thinking that at least I didn't need to talk to her while I tried to figure out what happened to the screen. Just then, a chat message.
This year we learned
Fucking
anything.
ass.
Even fast delivery on the perfect last-minute gift from your Walmart store. Really fast, really perfect. Let's end the year nailing it.
Alright,
up.
we back.
Open the damn camera.
What the
The
fuck?
aggressiveness in the message frightened me.
Did you-
Now, the fact that I couldn't see her face while she typed this made me feel nervous. I didn't dare reply back, but then the cursor moved. I watched
Yo.
shell-shocked as the cursor twirled around the screen.
Yo!
Open the camera now.
I still didn't make a move.
Run!
There was no way anything good would be waiting for me if I did what she asked. The screen began flickering, as if a virus was causing the computer to writhe in agony.
Do you want me to find her too?
My heart raced. Could it be possible she knew where I was?
Hey,
I started typing. Please stop bothering me.
Then turn on the fucking camera.
do what
By
she
this point, I
says!
thought she was some kind of sadist and got her kicks by scaring unassuming people in chat rooms. So I obliged and turned the webcam on. I saw my frightened face staring into the screen.
Hey, D-Web ain't no joke. If you dumb niggas do go on there, do it. Because they do know where you at. They will find you. They don't play. Trust me. I know some weird guys that was on there. And let's just say, they ain't weird no more.
Judging by my face, my attempts at looking tough were painfully unsuccessful.
Is she back?
I asked around for the girl looking straight into the camera, telling her I did what she wanted and to stop hacking into my computer. There were several seconds of silence. I kept my stare directed to the little box that showed her camera feed, but it was pitch black. I motioned into the camera in confusion, feeling as if she was messing with me now.
Turn that bitch off.
Then
Turn
I
it
saw
off.
another message.
Look here.
After a few seconds of staring at those words, I
Yo.
looked back at her camera, but my computer instantly malfunctioned.
Back up!
And I received another message.
Look here. Don't look up.
The chat was filled with nonsensical gibberish.
Yo,
She
unplug
typed
yo.
with such ferocious speed, my screen whirled away with her constant messages. I couldn't understand what was going on, but I didn't look up. My patience ran thin, and I wrote back, "What is this supposed to mean?" Her response came. I read only the letters in bold and
Yo, what is this? Caribbean text. You have to call the police. Be like, I'm calling the police. You gotta, man. You gotta. But you white. Like, flash your shit. Be like, hey, yeah, nigga. Tell that nigga to back up. Let him know. But you just been, you letting her know you a pussy. And when you a pussy, you a bitch. A little bitch.
shuddered. I looked back into her webcam, and I fell back into my chair.
What the
My
fuck?
eyes widening. She was back there. Only her face looked completely demented. She had a savage expression.
Yo, unplug your.
devoid of emotion.
Unplug it.
But her eyes were almost popping out of their sockets, and she was huffing as if she had extreme amounts of pent-up rage.
What if she's stalling the nigga? Hold on, check me out, right? What if she's stalling the nigga, and then the nigga he thought that she was talking to is secretly on his way to kill your shit? Use your brain, please.
The way she looked directly into the camera made me feel she despised me with all of her being. There was no amusement there anymore.
Yo,
Her camera went blank
What the
again. Then the chat popped up.
look. Don't. She told you not to.
My heart stopped again. For a split second, there had been the same blackness, only for the lights to come back on. She wasn't alone anymore.
Yo.
There was a man next to her with a black mask on. He made no movements other than look into the camera like the girl.
Yo.
The girl's neck creaked to her side. It looked like it was causing her pain. And
Yo.
then the lights went out again. The chat resumed.
No.
This time, I screamed in fright and fell off my chair.
I
There was
would
another
too.
man with them now. He was standing next to the girl with the original one on the other side. This man had the same mask on, but his hands were grasping the girl's shoulders.
You sick.
Even
fuck.
with the subpar quality of the webcam, I could see the force with which the man dug his hands into the girl. It looked like he could rip her in two.
Shit.
The girl, however, had a huge grin on her face.
She crazy as
Her
shit.
eyes were mad with glee, or so it looked.
This bitch is
Her
the
teeth were
Joker.
perfectly lined up as her mouth spread into that toothy grin, but I could see she was in pain. Even with the smallest sign of her smile fading, the man clenched his hands even tighter than before, which made her smile even wider.
I know that shit hurt.
All three of them were shaking, as if it was extremely cold where they were. After a couple seconds, I realized they were shuddering, like trying to hold back laughter.
What are you laughing at?
I yelled into the screen. They didn't answer, and continued to tremor with concealed hilarity.
Unplug.
What is so damn funny?
I bellowed. They stopped shaking. Within a couple seconds, the screen went black again. When it turned back on,
Come
the man no
on.
longer grasped the girl's shoulder. Neither was she smiling.
Don't hit me with a jump scare.
All three pointed into the camera. Upon a closer look, I understood that they weren't pointing at me. They were pointing behind me. I didn't need to look back. I could see myself in the
Hell no.
webcam.
Hell.
There
Still
was
off him.
someone peeking
You gotta-
from behind me.
In this situation, what y'all doing? In this situation that y'all in, let's say y'all a weirdo like him. What are you doing? Me? You gotta fight back. Me? I believe in the most. I believe you gotta survive your best. If you tried your best to survive, it's a W, my nigga. If you went out swinging, it's better than going out getting your shit stabbed in your forehead, my nigga. Am I wrong or am I right?
It was another man in a mask. And according to what I saw on my webcam,
I told y'all. They were stalling him the whole time. They killed his mama. That he said he lived with his parents. Killed his dad. Killed cousin Roy. And now finna kill your shit because you want to be a random and go on a deep web.
he was with me in my room, right behind me. I turned around quickly, but saw nothing where I had seen him in the webcam.
What the fuck?
I turned back towards
tell
the
me he
screen
there.
and, to
No.
my bewilderment, saw a third man in the girl's chat box. It was the same man I had just seen standing in my room.
They got the powers. You know how they said you was gonna get powers on the 21st? Don't give powers to people like this, cause we will all die. Please, please.
Now, all three had their hands on the girl,
Yo,
gripping tight.
call the
The
police.
girl wasn't laughing anymore.
Don't even.
She had
That's
a
not your
look of
problem.
utter devastation. A tear was dropping from her eye,
Slash it out.
but it wasn't just a tear.
It's-
It was blood
What the-
trickling down her eye socket. She then mouthed the
Fuck.
words, "Help me." And the next second, she screamed as if her lungs were being ripped off as the screen went black. I immediately got up and pulled the plug out of my computer.
Now you want to pull it? I would have pulled that bitch when I couldn't use my mouse, my nigga. What?
And backed out of the room.
Now you finna die.
For a couple seconds, I swear I heard her screams, even though the computer was unplugged.
You
The
idiot.
room went quiet, but I was too devastated to stay there, and ran out of my house despite it being 3 a.m.
You ran out your house where they say if you don't turn on your camera, she will find you, right? A nigga was just in your crib, and the first thing you do is run out the house. Not call the police, not grab a Glock, not call nobody to. That's the first thing you do. Nothing. No weapons, no knife. You just run out the house like an idiot. No socks. This is the world we live in.
I caught a cab and went over to my friends, who had to talk me down for
Okay,
an hour
you
before
live.
I could be
My
calmed.
fault. I thought she was
I
gonna kill you.
returned back to my house with my friend a day later. Everything was the same, and after thoroughly checking around the house, we concluded that there was no one there, nor was there a sign of anyone
Why would
ever
you-
having broken in.
You went with your friend.
I've never gone back to the deep web. My friend suggested it might have been some prank by computer hackers, but the way that girl shrieked, the terror she had on her face, it convinced me she had been a victim herself.
That shit is real.
I'd wondered if I had stayed on for longer, if I would have become a victim too. Could those men have found me? Was there really someone in the room with me? There was nothing I could do, because there was nothing concrete to report to the police. What I did do was throw the computer out and buy a new one.
Okay, that's kind of smart. Okay, I would too.
There was no way I could even open it back up after what happened.
What a story, y'all. To start off Trauma Tuesday. What I'm getting at is people on the deep web are dumb. Like, they're criminals. They're killers. Don't ever go on the deep web, my nigga, unless you're just in batshit crazy. But hey, that's it for the video. If y'all mess with the video, let me know any deep web stories y'all want me to react to, or any web stories y'all want me to react to. I hear these shits is scary. And that's it. We got some more videos dropping later. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And we out.